Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up? What is up? What is up, Bet Slip Nation? We are back. It is the weekend. Shout out to the weekend, the artist, and the fact that it's Saturday. Shout out to both of those things. It is your boy Poolside Pat back, still living in St. Louis. It's a beautiful thing. And joined from the mobile office where it all started for Picks as well, in the mobile office while they're driving. While driving Mr. Professor is what we're going to call it. We're in the building. How are we feeling, guys? How's it going?
Good. We're somewhere in South Carolina on our way to Atlanta. Left North Carolina this morning as we were at the PGA Tours Championship yesterday. Got to see a lot of fun golf yesterday. Got to see Justin Thomas make a few birdies, so that was fun.
Yeah, some of those pictures you sent were really, really cool. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I mean, I was literally like 5 feet from the green where they were standing on a couple of those.
I mean, it's truly something. There's one. I've never been to a NASCAR event, which I would like to do in my life, and I've only been to one PGA event, and it'll make two. I'll be working on at it like on the grounds, but my course down here does a seniors PGA tour, and this year
okay.
So I'll be able to see some cool. John Daly is usually there. He usually withdraws, but he'll be there. So those are a couple things. Like, I think if you're a golf person, I think it's worth it to try to get to at least one in your life, a PGA event, because seeing those guys and gals, LGBA as well, I think is if you're, like I said, if you're a golf fan, seeing them up close and personal and just how good they are is just, one, kind of annoying, and two, awesome. So, because you know that you'll never be near as good as that. CJ will tell you otherwise, but so that's why I have to say that. But that being said, we've got some bets. We've got some bets to make. I have a lot of ground to make up. It's still early in the month, so I'm not too worried about it. You have been killing it. So obviously right now it's fade me and ride with the professor. But I think as a show we're doing pretty well. And but before we get into any of that, we have to do the thing to make sure we don't get in any legal trouble, and that is the disclaimer. It is number one: we are not paid professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. Greatest single piece of advice up there, just in general advice in my entire life, not just for gambling, but in general. It's certainly saved my marriage. It's certainly saved me a lot of money. So please adhere to all of these, but number two is, to me, the most important. And number three, gambling can be addictive. So please seek help if you need it. If you're like me and you can't bet on ponies because you get in trouble, you can call 1-800-GAMBLER. It's national. It'll put you in touch with the resources that you need for addiction, because, like we said, it can be addictive. So if you're not paid professional gamblers, please gamble responsibly at your own risk. And gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you or a loved one or a friend needs it with 1-800-GAMBLER. We are not affiliated with or sponsored by any sportsbook, but we are, however, sponsored by, and this is personally a favorite of all of ours. It is Nevin Iwer. I literally wear them every single day. Not just on the show. I wear them out in real life at work every single day. I'm rocking my John Wayne's. The Bret Harts are on the way. I accidentally ordered them to my former Connecticut address. So my wife is either going to mail them down or she'll bring them when she gets down here eventually. I'm very excited for the Bret Harts. You see them down the bottom right. They're not called that, but we affectionately call them that because, we're wrestling guys. We will eventually have a wrestling podcast. So be on the lookout for that. It is currently unnamed. I think we've narrowed it down to a couple names, and we're going to have a rocking first show. So be on the lookout for that coming. And I will be rocking my Nevins on that show as well. Nevin Eyewear. You can please use our link. I'll let them know that we sent you there. And for those that have done that, we really thank you because it really helps us. It helps us to eventually reward one of our followers, or maybe even two of our followers when we get 500. We love Nevin. Use that link. You can get 30% off of one, which is great if you need prescription, because those are or if you want to just out buy one, you get 10% off, or you can use the that we've used, buying one and getting two for free. You will get that free shipping over $50. And like the professor likes to point out, if you lose them, which is very easy to do with glasses in general, if they damage them or break them, you can get them replaced for free. Nevin has that guarantee. So shout out to Nevin Eyewear. We love them, and they will love you. Never odd or even. It is Nevin. I will get that link up as the professor gets into the first and always first bet of the day, and that is the best bet. And I'm going to let the professor tell you all about it, and I'm going to drop that link into the comments and take it away. Professor.
Yeah, so our best bet is brought to you by Playbo, formerly known as Player Profit, and they do have a sports book now, but the main thing that we've always pushed here is their challenge system, and essentially the way their challenge system works. If you buy a package ranging from $30 all the way up to $500, depending on what bankroll you want to go for. If you use the code JTBS, you will get 10% off any and all packages you buy. If you get that $30 package for $27, you get a $1,000 bankroll to bet with, and it's a challenge system. So the first challenge before getting the 10% losses. If you're able to complete challenge 1, you move on to challenge 2, which you have to get to 15% profit before getting 10% losses. If you complete challenge 2, you move on to the funded stage where you can cash out up to 70% of your profit up to that point going forward. And if you don't like the 2 challenge system, they do have one called Blitz, which is a 1 challenge system where you have to get to 25% profit before getting to 10% losses, and then you would be funded at that point. It's a great way to try to turn a small rules, regulations, stipulations. So I would check out Playbo.com. Check out their video. It will explain it a lot better than I just did. But great best bet of the day. I'm going with Landon Route over 5.5 strikeouts. Got it at minus 125. I boosted it to plus 100. I can't remember exactly because I looked these stats up this morning. And I'm in the car, so I didn't have a chance to get it all written down. I'm almost certain he's hit this in every start but 2. And he's going against a team that he should have. He can strike out, so him getting the 6 should not be a problem. I really like Ralph today to get to 6 strikeouts and getting it at even money. I really like it, and we're up almost 30. I think we're 4-2, 5-2, something like that. So we've been doing good, and we're looking for Landon Ralph to kind of keep us going on that bet.
And you would be correct. He has only. I'll bring myself up. He is. He's actually only missed this once this year.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was 1 for twice. I couldn't remember exactly.
Yeah, 4. He had 1 start in April with 4. But I'll just run back. His last 4 starts 6, 7, 6, 6, 6, 7, 6. So he's pretty. He lives right around 6 and 7 strikeouts. So it's a solid bet for sure. Shout out to Landon Rupp. And I think a couple of us have bet on Mr. Rupp throughout the season. So I definitely like this to be the best bet of the day. So shout out to Mr. Landon Rupp. And yes, as you can see there, the best bet of the day has been hitting. So make sure you are, and just the professor in general has been on fire. So make sure you are tailing this man that you see in front of you. Next is the marquee matchup, which off to a bit of a shaky start, but up just barely under the unit, so I'm not too upset about it. Today is going to be a familiar favorite, and that is Chase Burns to get 6+, and Spencer Arrighetti. I might be pronouncing that wrong. It looks like Spaghetti, but it is spelled Arrighetti. First of all, Arrighetti himself, younger guy, he's hit this in literally 50% of his starts, 2 out of 4 on the season. As I said, I get a little bit simple when it comes to these type of this right now, this iteration of the marquee matchup. Like, I get difficult with the stats, but sometimes simple is better. Sometimes maybe a little bit more deep dives are necessary. But I like this one because it's sitting right at a decent price at 150. I kind of want to sit around that like 150 to 300 area when it comes to the odds on these. And I mean, Chase Burns is right there. He's hit this in 5 of his first 7 starts. He's a strikeout guy. He had 7 in his last start, just for some reference. His over/under is 7.5. So, they expect him to get close to this. By themselves, this is another stat I like to look at. Chase Burns is -283 for 6+ strikeouts, which is what the marquee matchup is. And Arrighetti is +104. Their K through 9s respectively. Burns 10.1, Arrighetti 9.78. So basically, what that is telling me is if they can go 5 to 6 innings, 6 strikeouts should be not easy, but should be attainable. And I like this to get the marquee matchup into the plus units for the year, or excuse me, for the month. And that will be the marquee matchup of the day. Any thoughts, Mr. Professor?
Well, you know I love Chase Burns ever since last year when he debuted striking the first 6 batters of the game out at his very first outing. I've been kind of sold on Chase Burns for strikeouts. When that guy gets going, he can double digits any day. I don't bet Arrighetti a lot. I do call him Spaghetti. I put his first and last name together because I can't pronounce it.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's actually really good.
I've only bet him a few times, but I think he's usually around this number, so I do like this one today.
Yeah, I mean, he's only had the 4 starts this year against this. Just for a little bit more reference, against this Reds roster, 20 plate appearances and 15% K percent. Chase Burns has never faced the Astros, so he gets his first action against the lineup today. I mean, it's I can't stop thinking about spaghetti now. But I don't know. It out of all of the, because I do have a bunch of alternate marquee matchups on my tabletop. Out of all of them, it's the one that stood out the most to me. And there's a couple good matchups today, so I am looking forward to it. And by the way, I'm just going to say it, and it's going to be said probably all year. The NL Central is just a wagon. Every team, the worst record in the NL Central is better than any AL Central or AL West team. And we can have a discussion about how bad the AL has been this year, but the NL Central is just a freaking – nobody expected it. I mean, the Cubs literally won 10 in a row, then lost a game, and then they're on another 10-game winning streak. Hate the Cubs, but whatever. The Cardinals being in second place at this time of the year is insane. And if you had told me that at the beginning of the season, I would have said you were on some type of drugs, and I would have asked where I could get those drugs. The Pirates are great. The Reds were in first literally like 2 weeks ago, and now they're in last. And the Brewers are the Brewers. So it's the NL Central is just a wagon. And it's a little annoying because, again, the Cardinals would be in first in a lot of divisions in baseball. But alas, here we are. But it's been fun. It's been a fun season. And I can't commend the NL. Honestly, I used to really, really, really hate the Cubs. I did. And I don't hate any team now. If the closest I come to hating a baseball team is the Red Sox, just because of the trauma that instilled in me at an early age. But I root for the NL Central. I root for if the Cardinals can't win, which I do not expect them to be in serious contention. I think we all know it's going to be Dodgers and Braves. Really the 3 big contenders so far. But I just want to give the Fernando Mitchell some flowers. I'll probably do it again. And CJ will probably give me crap for that, but his Phillies stink. So anyway, that being said, we will move on forward. And I don't even know what's next. So I think it's actually – it is the most inclusive club in all of sports gambling. And I'm not going to sing like CJ because he has a voice of an angel. But it is the 750 Club. We all making money at the 750 Club.
Yeah, so look, I know what you're going to say. You're taking a guy who's plus 1,300 to hit a home run today. But guess what? I'm taking a long ball, too. Jake McCarthy has 2 home runs this year. He's hit him two home runs in the last 3 games. He has faced Nola 7 times. He has 2 home runs versus Aaron Nola. This Rockies team may not have great pitching. They may not win a lot of games. But they've got bats in this lineup. Between Goodman and I think it's Freeman. I think there's a lot of good hitters on that team. Moniak and McCarthy. To consider he's got 2 home runs versus this pitcher has 7 at bats. He's hit 2 home runs in his last 3 games, and he just hit one 448 the other day. He's not hitting small home runs when he hits them. So the last time over 750 for the long ball, I had told myself to make it the 750 Club, and I didn't, and it hit, which was I think it was a McNeil for the Mets, I believe. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but. So today when I found this guy and I said, all right, I'm betting for the long ball, I was like, I'm not going to make that mistake. I'm betting him for the 750 Club today. I really think he has a chance to go deep today. And if he does.
Yeah, I mean, do you know where this game is being played? It's in Colorado.
I do not. I can't remember, to be honest with you. I know the last time I checked, wherever, I did see the win. I looked at his odds of hitting a home run, which was like 15% on the site that I looked, but the wind was blowing out a little bit, I believe, so that helps. I don't know if it's in Colorado though. I think it might be in Philly. I could be wrong. I don't think it's in Colorado.
Well, the stats certainly agree with you. Obviously, as we've talked about on this show, it doesn't always mean much, especially in baseball, but you're taking a swing for the fences, pun intended, and this would be a huge hit for the program. It'd be a huge hit for the 750 Club. It'd be a huge hit for you, and the fact that he is, as you pointed out, when he hits it or when he has hit them this year, they've been long balls. So that is certainly. Oh, speaking of which, I don't have one now. Actually, I'll bring one up for the end of the show because I finally have some money back on Fanatics, and I want to get in on a long ball action. So I'll think about something and I'll drop one. Or if anybody in the chat wants to give me a long ball, I will certainly bet that myself.
I will say shout out to the rookie for, I think it's the Diamondbacks of Atlanta, who hit his first major league home run last night, and in his first major league home run tied for the long ball, and he would have got $4,000 if he bet.
That's crazy. So shout out. Love that. I love the long ball. I think that's a really. It's very well known. I'm more of a DraftKings guy, and I always will be. I'll be loyal to them forever. But the Fanatics long ball, and I don't know if it would have counted, but did you see JJ Weatherholt had?
JJ didn't. It only counted as a single. On the stat sheet.
Okay.
Luke Raley did hit a grand slam last night. So the grand slam bet hit again last night, and everybody got several $1,000s for that as well.
That's a fun one.
It's actually hit 3 times in the last 4 days.
That's a fun one. It's obviously way more rare, but the fact that they do roll the 500,000 over is pretty interesting. So I mean, if the both of them,
the other day was up to 1.5 million when it hit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously DraftKings is doing that to combat the Fanatics long ball, but and I don't know why DraftKings doesn't do their own simple version of long ball, but whatever. It's what it is. So. That was just really cool. Little League home runs in general, And Fernando Tatis was just looked like he wasn't even trying. But whatever, I'll take it because the Cardinals won. Anyway, enough. That'll be enough glazing of the Cardinals for one show. That will do it for the 750 Club. And again, I'm unaware of what's next, so I'm going to be surprised like everybody else. And whoa! All right, I pulled the trigger there a little too quick. Get your fingers ready for Le Table Top Bang. I'm going to bring myself down here, and I'll explain my picks to you. Obviously, the marquee matchup always on the tabletop. I already talked about that. Next, it's the alternate marquees, which for those that are unaware, that it just means there are also six plus strikeouts for each of these matchups. A part of me is also swinging for the fences today with these because I mean, you'll see when we get to the records, I'm down pretty bad on the month, and I want to hopefully cut into it a little bit, which is why some of these are the way they are. First, I don't know why I put everybody's full name except for these first two guys, but I think they're kind of more known than a lot of the other guys. Blake Snell. Strider has hit this in the only start he's had this year, and he only pitched 3.1 innings, and he hit 6 strikeouts. So this is a guy that if he goes 4, it looks like they're going to start ramping him up a little bit. And I think he might be the easiest one out of all of these pitchers, to be honest. And then on the flip side, this is actually Blake Snell's first start of the season. Last year, he had 6 out of 11 starts where he hit 6+ strikeouts. I think depending on I think the reason why this is at 320 is because I don't know how many. They don't know honestly what the pitch count is going to be for either guy. So, but I think if both of them can hit 4 innings, hopefully 5, then this hits pretty easily. And I think that 320 is a good number for that. Edward Cabrera and Jack Leiter, 286. Leiter's hit this in 3 out of 7 starts. He had 10 strikeouts in his last start. And Edward Cabrera has hit this in 2 out of 7 starts. But in his last 2 is when he hit it. He had 8 strikeouts and 7 strikeouts respectively in his last 2 starts. So I like this one to hit to smack today. Joe Ryan and Tanner Beebe, a lot of well-known names here. Beebe, however, struggling to get 6 strikeouts this year, only 2 out of 8, whereas Joe Ryan is 50%, 4 out of 8. And I think if you're a baseball guy, you're familiar with both of these names. And then last but not least, Kyle Freeland. We kind of talked about this game with the 750 Club. Kyle Freeland and Aaron Nola. Nola, we know what Nola is. He, since his injury, hasn't been the Nola, the strikeout machine that he once was. But he's hit this in 3 out of 7 starts. He had 5 his last start, so I'm just looking for one more. And then Kyle Freeland, on the other hand, you kind of mentioned the hitters on the Rockies. They're having some good young hitting, and the Rockies are not nearly as bad as they were last year, just in general. Freeland is one of their quote-unquote aces, I guess you would say. He's definitely top of their rotation. He's hit this in 2 out of 6 starts this year, and he had 7 in his last start. So I'm looking for a repeat of that for this to hit as well. If I could go between the 5 marquee matchups, I guess I'll call them all, which is 6 strikeouts. If I could hit 3 out of 5, I'll be really happy, especially the marquee matchup, which I think has the best chance of hitting. Then my daily Cardinals bets, which again will never this season. I won't do it. I might do it off air, but on air, I will not bet on Cardinals money line. It's as enticing as it is these days. I will not do it. I made that decree at the beginning of the season. It's not going to happen, but I will have Cardinals bets every single day that they play. Today it is Dustin May, 5+ strikeouts. His over/under, I believe, is either 4.5, 3.5. It's one of the two. Obviously, getting 5+ at 1.23 means I think it's probably 4.5. And then Jordan Walker and Alec Burleson, 2+ hits, runs, RBIs at 184. Both of them have 90+ hits, runs, RBIs on the season. So they're the Cardinals 1 through 4 hitters, which is key to a team's success, in my opinion, has just been phenomenal this season. The projections, what they're what's the word I'm looking for? What they're on pace for stats, which I mean, baseball's baseball, but it's ridiculous what this lineup is projected to do. So I like this to hit. I like the Cardinals to get the sweep. I like the Cardinals. I love the Cardinals. So, but enough glazing of the Cardinals. And then on the NBA side, this one I usually do the double doubles, but when I was looking at it, I mean SGA is not really a double double guy. He's more of just a points guy, stat guy. Cade is more of a double double guy, but both of that are Cade and my last double double bet. Both Cade and LeBron let me down. I mean, it's to be expected with the Lakers without Luka are not doing anything in this series against Thunder. It is what it is. And then Cade is Cade, who literally willed this team to beat the Magic, which you would think as a number one seed, they shouldn't have struggled as much as they did with the Magic, but Cade showed the world why he is one of the top players in the league. So I like them both for 40+ pro at plus 178. Do not have a puppy. I was thinking about maybe the Flyers, but the odds were a little bit too steep, and I didn't really want to do it. And I'm still rooting for the Flyers and Knights to meet in the Stanley Cup, because that would just be great for the show. But that is what I got. Any thoughts on any of these bets, my friend? Oh, and you're frozen, I think. Yes, you're definitely frozen. Might have to leave and come back. I did have one fun fact that I'm forgetting. Oh, yes. Okay, there you are. You are now not frozen.
All right, cool. What I was saying was the only thing that worries me is SGA's numbers have been down the last two games, partly because I think that they're just in control of these games, and he doesn't have to do his normal thing.
That's true.
22 in his last two games. So at any given point, he could drop 40 points by himself. So, It's not like you should sweat it or anything. It's just he hasn't been quite the guy in the series because he hasn't had to be. Chet, I like a little bit better just because he's been putting in a little bit more of the work in these games. Plus, I think they keep him a little bit longer than they do SGA in a blowout. But Cade should definitely get there. Cade's been on fire this entire playoff. That guy he is, like you said, willing that team to victories.
Yeah.
I think that they actually may run through this series easier than they ran through the previous series, which doesn't make any sense. But
yeah. We're seeing playoff James Harden rear his ugly head, and then Donovan Mitchell has not been the same Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell hasn't been very good either, though. So
no, I see your point with the SGA. I think if I was to do a double-double, it would be Cade and Chet.
Yeah.
I think it's a little easier if you want to throw that on there. Go ahead. I wouldn't blame you.
Or maybe you even do the same team and do Duran and Cade.
Well, that I was about to mention Duran, and because he hasn't, even though that they've been winning, it's been because of Cade. Not Duran has been absent this entire postseason so far. Because he is minus money for a double-double, but he hasn't. I don't think he's hit one. If he has, it's only been like once this entire postseason. So,
well, I think his last two games have been up. I think the first series were down. I think the last two games, his points aren't there, but I think his rebounds are coming back.
Yeah, it's something that you have to look at, and just be careful. Just be careful. That's all I'm going to say. And then the last thought I wanted to just run by you before we move on to yours. Did you see? Because I don't remember if we did a show. I don't think we did a show. It was May 3rd, and Dustin May was pitching, and obviously last name May, and he wears the number 3. So he was pitching on May 3rd, and on the back of his jersey was May 3. Probably the only time in MLB history that's happened. I just thought that was pretty cool.
The question is, did he?
What's that?
So the question is, did he throw 3 strikeouts that day?
Oh man! All right, now I have to look that up. Let's find out. That'd be sick. He's definitely because part of the stats I was going to have for this is that he has not had 6 strikeouts this season. But we'll find out. He did lose this game. This is against the Dodgers. Let's see. He did. He had 3 strikeouts.
It was meant to be.
Oh man, yeah, I'm rooting for him today. He hasn't had 6 strikeouts on the season, or he hasn't had 5. I actually don't even know if he's had 5 strikeouts this year. No, he definitely has. I'm gonna just quickly double check that before we move on. Let's see. That's insane. May 3rd, he had 3 strikeouts. That's crazy. Okay, he's hit 5 once. He's been right around 4. He struggled to start the season, but he's kind of been coming into. He's had 4 straight quality starts despite the loss in his last out. So I'm optimistic he can get it done today. So shout out to Dustin May, May 3rd. Definitely the only time, because I mean, you think about this. You go through the months, right? January, there's no guy with the last name January. There's no guy with the last name February.
Right.
There might be a March. I could be wrong. There might be an April, but probably not. Obviously, Dustin May. There might be a June. Now I'm gonna have to just do this research. Guys with the last names of months. But yeah, probably the only time in MLB history that's ever happened. But that being said, let us move on. By the way, if you are in the chat, first of all, we appreciate you. And if anybody drops a comment, the first person to drop a bet in the comments, if we get any today, will get a personal Venmo from me for $5 for a free bet today. Just want to throw it out there. So anybody, the only, because it could be the only one, the first person who drops a bet in the comments before the show is over will get $5 personally from. So please get on in there. Let us know that you're watching. We got about 12 people, 11 people right now. So we want more, and we would like some engagement. So just want that to be known. But that being said, let me get to the next tabletop, and that is the Professor. Tell us what you got, brother.
Yeah, so I've got a miniature. So first of all, I'll talk about yesterday, my strikeout ladder bet. I did a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 4, 5, 6, and 7 hit by 5 o'clock. I was sweating the 2 strikeouts, and the man went 6 and 3rd innings and got 1 strikeout. He hadn't gone below 3 all season until last night, and it cost me a plus 250. I was pissed last night. I'm not going to lie. But getting how much as we're going to run it back. I'm going to go with Shane Baz for 4+ strikeouts. He is in a good matchup today. He against the team. He should get a decent amount of strikeouts. Actually, both teams in that matchup strike out a lot. The Orioles and Athletics both strike out decent amount. He just strike out very easy. Spencer Strider, I talked about, got 5+ strikeouts. He is.
Oh no. Uh-oh. You're frozen, my guy. Oh. Oh, you're back. Kind of. They are driving right now, folks. So they're obviously going through some spots where it might not be as great. Or I think he's going to drop out and come back. I mean, I could briefly talk about this because obviously I have Strider and Nola. I mentioned Nola. I had Strider. Strider hit this in his first start, his only start this year. He had 6, like I said, in 3.1 innings. I like the fact that the professor is on Nola. That makes me feel better about my one of my alternate marquees. And then he started talking about Shane Baz, which I also liked. I almost actually had him in one of these parlays, but decided against it. So I'll have to see what happens here. Oh wait, did I not even talk about? I have to go back to mine really quick. Oh, I forgot to put one on there. Huh. You know what? I'm actually going to remove this. And he's back. Give me 1 second. I actually forgot to put something on my tabletop, so I'm just updating it really quick.
Oh, you're good.
I was letting the people know that sometimes when you're from the mobile office, the internet, you may go through some spots.
Especially when you're driving through the south, there happens to be a lot of trees sometimes.
Yeah, no, you're all good. I was able to talk a little bit about 2 of your picks. I obviously had them. But let me just bring this back. I just want to quickly, briefly go over my last marquee matchup that I didn't get to. So give me 1 second while this pops up. It was our guy, which I don't know how I missed it on my sheet, but it's here. I have the stats and everything. It's our guy. I'll never forget the first time we talked about him. We both messed up his name. It's our guy Schlittler, and Kyle Harrison. Just quickly, I almost just did it right there. Oh my god! Okay, I'm glad I caught myself. Schlittler, 6 for 8. He's hit this year. He has certainly turned into one of the better pitchers in the game. And then Kyle Harrison has hit this in 50% of the game, 3 out of 6. On 2 starts ago, I believe, April 26th, he had 12. So he is definitely capable of this. Our guy SCHIT is my last marquee matchup. I will let you get back to yours if you would like to continue to.
Yeah, so I'm not even sure what part y'all cut out on, but I'll go back over Shane Baz.
Yeah, you were just talking about Baz. Yeah.
So Shane Baz, 4+ strikeouts. He's in a matchup where both teams strike out a decent. Baz has 4 strikeouts, I think, in all but one game this year. Spencer Strider is his second start, getting 5 strikeouts. I really like him today to get the 5 strikeouts. The Dodgers are a good hitting team, but I think he can easily. He's probably going to. And I think they will get the 5. We got Aaron Nola, 6+ strikeouts. Aaron Nola is maybe not be the biggest strikeout guy anymore, but he is facing the Rockies, would strike out a bunch. They do hit well, but they also strike out a lot. I think he can get to 6 strikeouts fairly easily today. Got that at plus 200. I'm going to go to hit parlay. All these guys have good hitting matchups against their pitchers, but I'm going to go with J.J. Bleday, 1+ hit. Brandon Nimmo, 1+ hit. Zach McKinstry, 1+ hit for plus 272. And then for NBA, I'm going Pistons. I moved these lines. I'm going plus 10. I think they are 4. The game was 3.5, 4 points. I think they were safe. I gave it a bunch of cushion. K, 23+ points. He has not gotten lower than 23 in this entire playoffs. Then I'm going to go OKC minus 2.5. I moved that also 6 points. I can't believe that the game is even slated to be that close, to be honest with you. And then Chet, 15+ points. That is his lowest total. And, I think that he's going to easily get to 15 points. And I got that at plus 227. And then lastly, I have Landon Ralph over 5. Plus 1.
I love it. I think if I had to, I like to do this with your bets, kind of, especially because it's always 3. At least so far, it's been 3. Well, not including the best bet, which we already talked about. I like to rank my personal level of confidence in your bets and your parlays. I'd probably go. I'm gonna go. I like in order 1, 2, or 1, 2, in that order of my preference. I think 1 is obviously I like Strider, Nola, Baz. The stats you get for Baz is totally defense. I think that's the number 1 in my opinion going to hit. I like the hit parlay. You've been pretty good so far this year when it comes to that. I know you have that website or websites that you go to for those trends. So that's why even though it's a little bit longer odds, I like that a little bit better. I think And one hit is just not. Obviously, it's baseball. Guys go over all the time, but the stats and the trend back that up a little bit better than the parlay 3. The Pistons getting 10 is insane. I know you moved it, but the fact that you move them to 10 when they're probably they are the favorites, are they not?
No, they're 4-point underdogs.
Oh wow, okay, it's probably in Cleveland then, right? Yeah.
It's in Cleveland, and they've won 2 in a row. So I guess the books just don't think it's going to happen 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I said I'm taking 6 points to get 10 all day because there's no way they don't go for 10.
Yeah. And what is OK? Did you move OKC 6 as well? Were they 8.5? They might have been more.
I moved that 6 points as well.
Oh, really? So they were only 8.5. The first game they were like 13 or something like that. It's crazy. But I mean, and the Cade stat. Don't get me wrong. I think I do like that bet. But basketball, and I think you kind of mentioned it too. I know you mentioned Chet. Maybe take Chet's stuff. He doesn't always get the points though, which it depends on if SGA, is commanding the ball as much as he does. But a great bet. Understandably a great bet. But I just, in order of my personal, what I think is going to happen, it would be 1, 2, and 3. So right order. And we talked about Mr. Landon Rupp. So, alrighty. So let's hope that the professor can keep his hot streak going. If you missed it the other day, he went 4 for 5 on bets that you posted.
Yeah, I think it was a 4 for 5 day where I was up like 13 minutes in that one day.
Yeah, so the man's.
I will say the last 2 days have not been as good. I've missed 2 or 3 parlays literally by one leg. I've only missed one of the best bets, so the best bet's still been doing decent. With the exception of yesterday, I bet I got to get a hit that went 0 for 3 in 4 innings, and they pinch hit for him for some reason in a 2-run game. But which that pissed me off because. I started the month on fire. I've cooled off a little bit, but I think they've been right there. It's not like I've been missing by a mile. I missed the basketball parlay by one leg because I took the over, I think, in the last Cleveland game, and they missed that by like 6, which cost that parlay. And then I think that was the 750 club that I missed by one leg. But yeah, it's definitely a good start to the month.
And that's also the reason why, by the way, just really quick, like gambling insight for people that are maybe new to sports gambling. That's why part of the reason why I like your 1 and 2 the most is because the odds, like just statistic wise, like numbers guys out there. I'm an idiot when it comes to numbers, but what I do know about gambling is the odds greatly drop once you add a 4th leg to a parlay. That's just stats, it's a fact. 3 is like the sweet spot for, especially for like a 200 or 272 like you have. Like 3 is the kind of sweet spot. 2, obviously, if you can get good odds, 2 is ideal for parlays. 3 is right there. The second you add a 4th leg to a parlay, the odds of that parlay hitting drop significantly. It's a wild phenomenon. You can look it up. I'm not just putting it out of my ass. So that's not to say that it doesn't happen. I mean, people hit 10 leg parlays. So, I've hit a 10 legger before. Like, it does happen. But the statistics behind hitting a 4+ leg parlay are significantly different than 3. So that's why, in my opinion, even though you're getting that, you got that, and you move the numbers a little bit. Even though you're getting that at 227, I think that has a less chance of hitting than your hit parlay. Even though they're better odds.
What I do typically when I'm betting 4 or more is I move the lines so far to my favor. Like, for example, this Pistons game. Like, they're 4-point underdogs, but they probably should be favorites or even.
Yeah, I agree.
I move it to 6. I feel like you're giving me 10 points. Yep. And OKC is probably going to win by 20. So getting 2.5 is free. Cade has never gone less than 23 points in this playoffs, and he's averaging over that for the season. and Chet hasn't gone below 15. He's averaging close to 20. So it's 4 legs. Because it's 4 legs, yes, it is more unlikely to hit. But if you can move all these lines like 5, 6, 7 points to your favor, that's why it's 227. But it makes it a lot more likely for the 4-legger to hit than a normal 4-legger. But I do agree, even with the numbers to move to your favor, it's still less likely.
Yeah, because it's, and like in layman's terms, it's one extra thing that needs to happen. And I mean, I if I'm being honest, and we're not gonna get into any LeBron talk, but I will say the OKC 2.5 is the one that I know you said they might win by 20, but I can't count. I can't count that LBJ. I can't count him out, especially with one of his favorite white boys back playing pretty well. But that being said, they probably will win by 20. I mean, that series has been over since it began. So, especially with no Luka. Now Luka's back in like Germany or something, doing what God knows what. Probably getting fat again. Anyway, I digress. But shout out to LeBron. That's all I gotta say. Next, we will move on. I think yes. Okay. I wanted to include this. Obviously, round 1 is over, but there's still a lot on the bone, a lot of meat on the bone for Jen's Chicks Picks for the Truist Championship. I know you guys were there. So if we want to just run down what is still in play and how the odds of them hitting, if we want to just do that real quick. I don't know if you want to speak on that.
Yeah, so I know that the left side, which is McElroy, Young, Schauffele, Iberg, Fleetwood, Matsuyama, Straka, Woodland, Pendrith. Those are all. That's for the whole tournament. Those are also live. So the top 40 was plus 750. I don't know exactly. I think everybody is inside of that except for Fitzpatrick. 36. Yeah, so I think everybody's top 36 right now. Oh no, Schauffele is outside the top 40. He's at 53rd right now, but he's only one shot out of it. So that one is still alive. I would not do the top 30, top 20. I would stick to the top 40 on that one. Let's see, the top 10 parlay, we've got Young, McElroy, Fitzpatrick. If you bet A Fitzpatrick, yes. M Fitzpatrick, no. Then do we have the ones where we all picked our guys?
Oh, yeah. Yep, I'll bring that up right now.
Because I know that one's for sure. Yeah, there we go. So this one here is all of us picked a guy. So we got Pat took Straka. I took Victor Hovland. C-Money took Matt Fitzpatrick. Rory for PD King and Cameron Young for 6-10. That at top 40 when she bet it was at 130. You probably get better odds on it now than you did before. I know McElroy had a terrible first day, but he played very good yesterday, so he's gotten himself into the top like 15-ish. And Fitzpatrick, A Fitzpatrick up there, M Fitzpatrick is not at the moment. I think he's like 32nd. He's in the top 40.
47th right now.
40-something? Okay, yeah. So he dropped. So he's outside of the top 40 right now, so he's the one you got to sweat. But it also probably give you a little bit better odds than what we got here because we bet this before the tournament started. I will tell you, being there, watching them on the driver lanes, both of them were out there working on their game after their round yesterday. I will tell you, Alex Fitzpatrick, I was watching him hit some drives on the driving range, and he was hitting some monster shots on the driving range yesterday. So maybe you want to sub him in and put that Fitzpatrick in instead, and you might get around these odds. I would probably not do the top 30, top 20. I would probably stick to the top 40 with the way things are shaping out right now. But all of these guys really do have a good chance of hitting the top 40. So I would go ahead and bet.
Yeah.
There's a hole in one yesterday. There was a hole in one yesterday with Jen Bet. That was, what was his name? I didn't get to see it. It was on hole 17. I didn't make it to the back nine because I think I walked 5 miles walking the entire front nine. And I was exhausted. So by the time I got back, I was like, the back nine is not happening. And then, of course, somebody hit a hole in one on 17.
I love that. No, M Fitzpatrick is minus 2 so far through 13. So He's playing well today, so that's good. Yeah,
That's good.
that is the parlay players, as we like to call them, because look at that graphic. We're all looking pretty freaking cool, and well, AI graphic. I mean, we're all looking fresh. I love that. I love the parlay players. I love the NASCAR bets. This is what you get. You get a little bit of everything on this show. You get literally MLB will be every day. You get NBA playoffs for now. NHL didn't have any NHL bets today, but we usually do have at least one. I do my pucky bet usually, but just didn't want to do it today. And then obviously we've got golf covered. Jen, who's hit, I forget what it was, but what was the huge bet, the huge win not too long ago?
It was plus 19,000.
19,000. I mean, biggest bet that's ever been hit on the show was the golf bet, thanks to Chicks Fix Jen. And then obviously we do our NASCAR bet, which has been we've hit before, I believe, but we've been close. I think we only missed by one leg last week, and which I think coincidentally was C Money's bet, who is our resident NASCAR guy, but he'll bounce back, so I'm not about to about that. That is that for the parlay players, and let's get to the last calls. Go ahead. Well, you already talked about yours if you want.
Yeah. I already talked about McCarthy. Like I said, he's got 2 home runs, but he's hit 2 home runs in the last 3 games. He's got 2 home runs versus Nola. We're just taking a shot that he hits another one 448 and we win, $20,000. Because if he hits the longest, there's going to be less than 10 people that bet this guy. So you're going to make a lot of money if he hits it. And he missed it by 1 foot 2 days ago. Like, he literally missed it by 1 foot 2 days ago. And I think that day he would have won $25,000 because only 2 people had bet him.
Can you see in real time how many people have bets on certain guys?
No, so only if he hits a home run can you see how many people bet him.
Oh.
They up the leaderboard every 30 minutes of home run, and only then can you see, like, if they've actually hit one, how much it would have paid out.
Is that and that's all on the app? That's all on the Fanatics app?
On Fanatics, if you click on baseball, the little sliders at the top, there's a thing that says jackpot. And if you click on that, it will show you a leaderboard that shows you who's hit home runs and how long they were and how much they would have paid out.
Okay, I see it. Long ball.
There's also a new thing on there called Jackpot Bets, where you can pick the game that you think the longest home run is going to be in, which I've never seen that before, which is kind of fun.
Oh, yeah, game to have the longest home run of the day. Yeah.
And the lowest odds was like plus 600. That's kind of fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess
I've seen that before. I think that's new.
I don't have it now, but I'll do it live. And so this is the first time doing this. So in order to do it, I just pick the home run, and then what happens? Like, how do I bet this? What?
The bonuses and stuff is a long ball that you have to opt into.
So you opt into it when you pick a guy to hit a home run? I'll just try it.
At the very top, there should be a slider of like promotion.
All I see jackpot. Is that what it is?
Very big ball. There's like wrong. That's not right. At the very top, where it shows like where you can get bonus boosts and stuff like that.
I cannot find it. So I see squad bets. I see batter props. Can I not do it though? I must be able to do it.
All right. On the bottom, second from the right, there is a game called.
What is it called?
There on the bottom right, there's like two from the right. There's a button you can click called Game.
No, I'm not seeing this. Game. I see my bets. I see rewards. I see. Oh, I don't even know.
Try reward.
I have Vegas plus 925 to win the cup. Let's go. No, I'm not seeing it.
Did you click on rewards?
Yeah, it's not here.
All right. I will. What I'll do is after the show, I'll just take a screenshot and show it to you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go with my guy Jordan Walker anyway. So for those that are wondering, I'm gonna go Jordan Walker just for one.
And I'm gonna do it for. I'll do it for get that dime of my guy and your guy to hit a home run together.
Oh, big fan of that. You know what? I'm gonna do that too. Jordan Walker. I could find the Rockies.
I'm going to go ahead and throw – I don't know what the odds are right now, but I'm going to go ahead and throw out one more last call. Since I got McCarthy, I'm going to take McCarty in the PGA Championship today for round 3 to finish the top 5. I think he's in the top 10 currently.
Right now, you can get Jordan Walker and McCarthy at 55-10 on Fanatics.
All right. And then McCarty is right now tied for 8th. I'm taking him for top 5 at the end of round 3.
Matt McCarty. Love it. I love it. Let's get to the records here. Yes.
Oh, hold on. I think Jim wants to add one too.
Oh, sure.
Because I watched him yesterday, I'm going to throw in Alex Fitzpatrick to win the Truist Championship.
Whoa! All right.
Yep.
I'm going to do that myself right now.
That's Alex Fitzpatrick.
He's top 30, 7 under right now.
Yeah, he's actually got to win. He's 15-1. I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, well, the lowest odds on there is Justin Thomas at plus 600. I think.
To win, I'm seeing. Well, this is on DraftKings, but to win, it's Fleetwood 330.
Yeah, on Fanatics, the lowest odds was plus 600, and it was Justin Thomas. That was before the started also. So.
Yeah, before everything started, because there's Goddard's out there. Bud Goddard's -5 through 8, so he's up pretty good right now. We got Bud.
It's funny because he's the one that I watched have a blow up hole. I literally physically watched it blow up as it happened. Now he only ended up making bogey because he scrambled, but he went dry. He drove into the bunker. He went from the bunker into a tree, then from the tree short of the green into another bunker. Then he somehow chipped it from that bunker close enough to make bogey.
Yeah, these guys are insane, man. Yeah, I mean, you got a couple guys. You got some big names out there right now. You got Hovland's out there, -1 through 5. Speed's out there, -1 through 4. Adam Scott, -3 today. He got back to 8. You got some of the heavy hitters that are playing right now. We'll check out the Truist Championship. Shout out to you guys for being there. Shout out to them for that was the only last call. Well, I guess we had 2 gents as well that I just bet. And mine, I guess, is just Jordan Walker to hit a home run. Get it at 410. He's my long ball bet of the day once the professor shows me how to do that. But that will do it. I'm going to go back to the standings here. Yes, we are still up as a show. Obviously, I am the odd man out. Oh, I don't know if we. Oh no, Jens hasn't. None of Jens have cleared.
Haven't updated yet. Ours hasn't been updated yet.
Well, yeah, that'll be updated up for Monday. Also, still have. I should have done this myself, but it is not in fact April. It's going to be May. To Justin Timberlake. So we are currently up 7 or so units, about 8, close to 8. Professor, as we said, is killing it. He's been on fire recently. Started off a little slow, but it's really been I've hit a little bit of a slow spot. Hey, hand up. I always like to say, because I bet so responsibly that this doesn't matter. Like I'm not mortgaging my new apartment. I'm okay being down 13 plus. But hey, I like to say, if you faded me, then you'd be up 13 units. You know, so don't at me, but at me. I'm looking to make up some ground today. Like I said, I have 6 total marquee matchups. If I can hit 3 of those, I think I'll be inching my way back to the green. So we will see what happens. Obviously, Jens will be updated at the end through his championships. Parker hopefully on soon. His Braves, your Braves, are doing very, very well. I'm assuming the next time Parker comes on, he will have some Braves bets. Petey King sitting there at 4-4, up almost 8 units. He will be back. Obviously, he told us off air that we're just crazy right now, but once he's able to be back, it'll be a glorious day, and he can tell us how good he is at golf and sing the 750 Club song. But that being said, yours truly and the professor will be back. I believe. Are you free tomorrow?
I'm not 100% sure. I should be. Maybe I may be in the car, depending on where we're going, because I know we have the baseball game tomorrow night, and we're going to be out.
Aren't you guys seeing the Bananas?
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're going to Truist Park tomorrow afternoon. Sorry, so we're going to Bananas at Embrace Stadium. I'm kind of mad I wasn't at yesterday's game because Chipper Jones threw out the first pitch yesterday, which would have been nice. But
with the Bananas or the Braves?
No, he actually threw him out. He actually threw the first pitch out wearing party animals, and the way they do for them is that first pitch counts as a strike or a ball, and he threw a strike, so he had the first strike of the game.
That's insane. People poo-poo on the Savannah Bananas, but I think that all it's just fun. I mean, we were talking about it. We were talking about before we got on, like playing fun golf for golfers like us that are bogey, double bogey. That's fun golf. The Savannah Bananas is fun baseball. Like I love baseball. I love traditional baseball. Don't get me wrong. But if you can't have some fun at a Savannah Bananas game, like then what are you doing?
I think I'm going to make it a thing. The Banana Ball League, I think, is only 8. I think it's 8 teams. Mm-hmm. So I think I'll end up trying to get a hat from every team. I already have one. I'll be getting 2 coming up. The Party Animals, I didn't realize that a monkey was their mascot. So they might actually the team I'm rooting for instead of the Bananas. I'm not going to lie.
So we might go broke.
So we might go tomorrow. We're going broke tomorrow at the game.
I love it. Hey, and again, if you can't enjoy the Savannah Bananas of the Banana League, you got a big dump in your pants. That's all I gotta say.
You got the Rocket City Trash Pandas. I mean, what more could you want?
No, I mean it's come on. Let's just have some fun. It is the weekend. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend to all who celebrate May 9th. We appreciate everybody who popped in. Nobody ended up in the comments, which is unfortunate. I will share the one just so people can click on this link. It is our link for Evan Eyewear. Please click on that and go get some glasses.
I got one question before you go for Backlash. We don't have time to talk about it. But one question.
This night, isn't it?
Just one question. Who do you think Danhausen is going to be?
Danhausen.
It's going to be Danhausen by himself?
No, another Danhausen.
Another Danhausen. Okay,
well,
I got you.
Did you see yesterday? He was like cloning. He was cloning himself, or he tried to. The machine didn't work, I don't think, but he was trying to clone himself.
So what I think, and I don't like this. What I'm about to say, it's just what I think is going to happen. A conflict with Kit Wilson, so it would make sense for him to come back for this specifically.
Who was that? I'm sorry, I missed that. Who did you say?
Yeah.
You kind of.
I said Jelly Roll.
Oh, yeah.
Because the last time he was there, he had a conflict with Miz and Kit Wilson. He put the elbow drop at WrestleMania connection.
There's a couple.
I don't like.
I mean, my first thought is that he just cloned himself. My second one would maybe be like R-Truth. I mean, now that you've explained at Jelly Roll, I think I can see that too. I think R-Truth could definitely be an option. I think that he's still a champion. I don't know. I mean, it is going to be interesting. I mean, I think Danhausen is one of the best things right now in the entire company. I mean, he was on TV a lot last night. He did multiple. I don't know if you saw it, but he had a sign-up sheet for his tag team partner, and then Miz and Kit Wilson came up and bullied him, and then I think I forget exactly what was said, but when he leaves, like he left and then he ran across the screen, was like, like a race car. I don't know. He just makes me laugh. I think he's awesome. I think he's really found his way in AEW, or excuse me, in WWE more so than he was. I think he's being used so much better now. And obviously, I'm still sad about the New Day, which again we will get to. We're going to talk a lot of wrestling on our new podcast.
I will say I've got one other off the wall one, which is Elton Prince, Kit Wilson's former tag team partner. Yeah. So that's another one that could possibly be.
I mean, I don't think he will because he's explicitly said that he's done wrestling, but it would be sick if it was John Cena. He's obviously making some type of announcement on at Backlash. So I don't know. I think the possibilities are. I don't know. Did you see? I know we're getting a little off script here, but did you see Danhausen's Backlash video?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I'm because of all the traveling, I've missed a lot of the stuff that's come out recently.
I don't know if you remember, it was like mid 2000s where they did like the at Backlash, like that like promo video. And now just reposted that, but then he's put himself in, and it was just watch that when you get a chance. It made me laugh so much.
You can love him or hate him, but the man's entertaining.
He's entertaining, and he's actually a good wrestler when they let him wrestle. So he's
also the number one merch seller in WWE right now, which is why you're seeing him a lot.
Actually, I do get it. Like I 100% understand. Like he's an entertaining fellow. But that was our little wrestling talk, and please, if you like this, make sure you are tuned in because we will be dropping our wrestling show with a very, very, very special guest, two special guests, which we will tease as the show gets into fruition. So please be on the lookout for that. It'll be Professor and our team talking wrestling every single week. So we really appreciate anybody who will tune into that. We appreciate everybody who tuned in today. Still got about a minute. If you want to hop in and drop a bet, I will send you $5. If not, that'll roll over till tomorrow, and I will drop $10. So the stakes are. Call me DraftKings or Fanatics. I'm rolling things over, and I'm a man of my word. So if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. If nobody claims the $5 today, you will get it. You have a chance for a $10 free bet tomorrow. That will do it for the show. Safe travels, the two of you. Please get wherever you're going safely because we need the two of you for the show to be a thing. So definitely drive safe. You know what? We got the CJs and the Sabrys of the world who are literally driving and doing the show at the same time, which I think is a little dangerous. So shout out to Jen for being the driving Mr. Professor and Professor for hopping in. You guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the bananas tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see you both tomorrow, or at least one of you tomorrow, for another show about around the same time. But this has been Just the Best. That's what we promise you one thing only every single show, and that is the hot tips. to help your you should be fading me and tailing the professor. We will gladly play you out. Peace, peace, peace.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just a bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just a bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just a bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.